Today we've got a big fella. This is a modern toy, obviously. Sometimes I like to open modern toys. But this is the Marty Abrams presents MEGO DC Classic 14-inch Lex Luthor figure. So he's so big it's kind of hard to actually get him on the screen here. But they have Batman, Flash, Joker. I think I saw Poison Ivy, Superman, a couple others. And so, you know, this MEGO line is, you know, a throwback to the 70s MEGO figures. And I've seen, I mean, they just have a lot. They seem to have a lot at Target, things like Bewitched and Full House and Married with Children and Happy Days and I don't know, just all kinds of crazy stuff. So I got this guy actually for pretty cheap. He was on clearance, and then the clearance stuff was marked down, and I just thought it'd be a fun thing to open. Let's see how Mr. Lex Luthor looks out of this prison. So it says here that Marty Abrams. Oh no, am I gonna need scissors? I gotta find some scissors. I don't have scissors, but we'll make do with what we have. So, excuse me, I said this was 12 inches. This is actually 14 inches, so it's a pretty large figure. He also has 14 points of articulation. Those are some weird connectors. So, according to the box, it says that Marty Abrams is the father of the action figure. He released these due to overwhelming demand. MEGO was started by his father, David, in 1954. And Howard became the younger brother, became head of the sales company. It says they sold over 20 million of its now standard 8-inch action heroes worldwide. So I guess they want to try to recreate some of that magic from back in the day. MEGO was before my time, so I never had any MEGO figures. I still don't have any MEGO figures. I don't think I've ever actually owned any. Just kind of not my jam. Not into the scale or the kind of look of them. But I can certainly understand why people do. I mean, I wouldn't, you know, there's nothing wrong with them. So, so he comes with this kryptonite rock, I guess. He has clothes. He has soft goods. He has boots that are removable. I'm going to assume his clothes are removable. If you wanted to get him naked, you certainly could do that. He's marked 2018. You can see here that little gold seal. They only made 8,000 of them. This one is number 2,181. 8,000 is kind of a lot. So there's not a huge demand for these. But obviously some people like some characters more than others. So I kind of want to just see how he bends, how his articulation works. Can he sit? Can he stand? He looks pretty grumpy. You're only looking at his bottom half. Again, it's 14 inches, so it's pretty big figure. You know, I don't have a whole lot to say about this. Again, it's not really my jam. Obviously, if you're a DC fan or a Superman fan and you want this for your collection, that totally makes sense. But I've definitely seen a lot of the MEGO figures on clearance. They came out about 2 years ago, and you know, I don't know. I just think it's not hitting as well as people would want it to, and part of it is because I think the size of it. I mean, it's you know, most of these figures are in the kind of 5-inch range. Obviously, G.I. Joe is going to be 3 3/4. So, you know, those all kind of fit on the shelf, and they all kind of fit nicely together. I mean, this dude wouldn't even fit on my bookshelf. So, where are you going to put him? You know, the box is very large. Where are you going to put it if you're going to keep it in the box? So, I think that if maybe they went with the 8-inch for the superhero stuff, it probably would have sold a little bit better. But I'm certainly no expert on that. So, this is the MEGO classic DC Lex Luthor 14-inch figure with 14 points of articulation. I think if anything, this cool Kryptonite rock is pretty snazzy, and I think that would actually look good next to some, you know, Superman figures or some DC, you know, if you have like a DC diorama in your house or wherever. So, thanks for watching, and as always, open your toys and play with them, and try not to take over the world.